Hey, what's going on, y'all? Shout out to all the game up squares out there in the world, and shout out to the squares in attendance trying to get this game. Hey, man, I did a video on this, but the voice mod thing I was trying to do on my computer messed it up with the voice. It got my voice sounding crazy or whatever. So I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna redo this video. Basically, I'm going over I had a 17-minute video that got messed up from bull BS voice mod, and now I gotta redo it. So here we are again, back with the Pooh Shiesty debacle, back with the Gucci Man debacle. Basically, Pooh Shiesty just got out of federal prison about 6 months ago for some stuff he did years ago. A little crappy robbery he did when he was already rich. I don't even know why he got into that, but now he was trying to get out of the contract with Gucci because I guess he was trying to be buddy with Yo Gotti, who is Gucci Man op. Yo Gotti and Pooh Shiesty is both from Memphis, so I guess Pooh had a change of heart and now wanted to sign with Yo Gotti, wanted to get out of his contract with Gucci Mane, and basically held them at gunpoint at a studio in Dallas because Pooh Shiesty had a house out there in Dallas. And now, but see, the thing about it was Gucci was with just regular civilians. He wasn't with no street guys, like how the pot-belly Gucci usually does, be with the street guys or whatever and stuff like that. Gucci is a changed man. He's a rehabilitated man. So he was just with regular people, like engineers, sound engineers, people who work with him as far as music and stuff like that. And one of his security guards, that's an off-duty police officer. So yeah, man. They grabbed Lontrell, aka Pooh Shiesty, and his crew up. Another one being Big 30. So they snatched them boys up, and right now they in federal custody with no bonds. I don't know if none of them got bonds, but Pooh Shiesty being on federal probation definitely ain't got no bond. That nigga is on federal probation and did this dumb shit. So we're gonna see how it play out. But I just had to come back at y'all with another one like the other one, because I've been slacking on my pimping. Nah, you know what? I ain't finna use that word. I've been slacking on my game. You know what I'm saying? So back at y'all with another one. So we gonna review this video from the channel, what is it, Law and Crime Network. So they have Pooh Shiesty one of his lawyers come on here and speak. So we're gonna see what they talking about, man.
The breaking news of rapper Pooh Shiesty getting arrested on allegations that he partook in a kidnapping and robbery of reportedly Gucci Mane and others at a studio in Texas. Well, we now have Pooh Shiesty's attorney, Bradford Cohen, right here on Sidebar. He's representing him in this new criminal case. I want to find out his responses to the government's claims, the government's purported evidence, and how his client is currently doing. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Okay, real quick before we go any further, I have to tell you guys about this app that I think you're going to love. It is called Upside.
Let me skip through that. My boy. Let me skip through that.
5 cents bonus on every gallon on your first bold. 8 of the 9 were arrested in Dallas, Texas and Memphis, Tennessee, and the charged defendants include Lontrell Williams Jr., aka Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., aka Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Terrence Rogers, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian.
So basically they got the whole damn crew. The whole goddamn crew got snatched up and is in federal custody right now. So this situation, this event took place months ago. It was in the air people were speculating on it. YouTube was speculating. The YouTube streets was speculating. The YouTube streets was gossiping about this. They were like, it was in there. I didn't even believe it. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't a believer that Pooh Shiesty and them robbed Gucci Mane. I was not a believer. But turns out it was true. They did do that. Allegedly. And they are in federal custody right now. I was like, man, Pooh Shiesty ain't that dumb. He on federal probation. He wouldn't do no shit like that. Turned out he is that goddamn dumb. And I like Pooh Shiesty. I like his music. He was one of my favorite artists of this time, of this generation. But hey, man, street nigga gonna be a street nigga. That's why this is square game. We take care of our children. We take care of our finances. We take care of our people over here at Square Game, man. We is out the streets. We is not on that. We walking on the sidewalk over here. We is law-abiding citizens over here at the Square Game camp, right? So that don't mean you gotta be no hoe or nothing. Like, we still men. We still stand on business when we have to, but we playing defense, not offense. Unless you got to play offense. You got to play ball sometimes. Sometimes you got to play both sides of the fence. But for the most part, Square Game over here, man, we law-abiding citizens, man. We take care of our families, take care of our kids. We staying out of prison. We staying out of jail. We starting businesses. We put money in 401ks. We put money in Roth IRAs, mutual funds, getting our money up, take care of people, take care of our family, hollering at these hoes, man, these 304s, man. And doing it up. That's what we doing over here at the Square Game camp. So let's get back into
it. Oh, and you remember how I said 8 out of 9? Well, we have an update. The FBI's Atlanta office apparently confirmed to CBS News, this is per reporting from the St. Louis American, that the 9th suspect, Terrence Rogers, was arrested at an Atlanta home by the Violent Crime Squad.
Oh, this nigga thought he was going to run to Atlanta and he was going to be all right. He thought he was going to run to Black Hollywood and they weren't going to catch. Run to Wakanda and he was going to be all right. Black Panther was going to keep him safe. Nah, nigga, that long reach of the long arm of the law is going to get your ass every time, bro. You got to leave America or something if you're trying to run from something. From the Fed especially. Like, I mean, maybe a state case. Yeah, nigga, you could have went to another state, went to New York or something, you might have been all right, laid low. But nigga, not on no Fed case, bro. That came and got his ass from Atlanta. The Feds got an unlimited budget, bro. The state got a budget. That's why it's easy to beat a state case. The Feds got an unlimited budget, bro. It's the federal government you fight, bro. The FBI, nigga, the Feds. That's why they call it the Feds, boy. Y'all niggas better think before you do some dumb shit out here in these streets.
I want to go piece by piece on this with Pooh Shiesty's attorney, renowned criminal defense lawyer to the stars, friend of the show, Bradford Cohen. Bradford, always good to see you. Thanks for taking the time.
Always good to be here. Always good to be here.
So this is Gucci Mane lawyer. I mean, not Gucci Mane lawyer. I'm sorry. One of Pooh Shiesty's lawyers, Bradford Cohen. And I gotta say, them frames is kind of dashing, my boy. I like them.
First of all, for people who don't know, you previously represented Pooh Shiesty, and we're going to go through this more specifically, but just your general thoughts on this case when the news broke.
General thoughts are, I also like Gucci Mane a lot, the alleged victim in this case. I mean, I've worked with him a lot in the past. I worked with him on Pooh Shiesty's first case. I think he was the reason why I got involved in the first case.
So basically, Gucci Mane's Pooh Shiesty's lawyer, Bradford Cohen, was the lawyer that represented him in the case that he's on federal probation for. And Gucci Mane was one of the reasons that he got on the case with Pooh Shiesty. So it's like it's coming full circle. Like, Gucci Mane got him initially involved with Pooh Shiesty, and now he's representing Pooh Shiesty for a case against Gucci Mane, where Gucci Mane is the victim in the case. This is crazy, man. This is insane. It's funny how life turns out sometimes, right? You know, this shit is insane, man. Full circle moment right here, guys. Full circle moment.
Thing is kind of really a shame because I think there's a lot that can be done with both Pooh and Gucci going forward. I thought they both were gonna really make a lot.
See, that picture right there, that's the old Gucci Mane. If that was the old Gucci Mane, he would have shot all them niggas in that studio. Gucci went, that old Gucci wasn't going. That old Gucci was I don't know if we could say the R word, but he was tarded. That boy, that old Gucci was tarded, boy. He would have put a hole in all them niggas muffin caps. Peeled all them niggas muffin caps back blue. Straight up. For real.
Money and do really well because I think that there is just a lot there in terms of talent between the two of them. So I was disappointed to hear Gucci's side of the story.
Me too, Bradford. Me too. I was disappointed. Like I said, Gucci Mane always been one of my favorite artists of all time. I grew up on Gucci. Coming up in Georgia as a young lad. I seen Gucci from the bottom to the top, right? And Pooh Shiesty, like I said, is one of my favorite young artists of today. So it's sad to see, man, but you know, shit happens. It is what it is. Street shit.
And I wanted to find out more when I first heard about it.
And we're going to go through that. We'll go through a little bit of the prior case because it affects this one. We'll talk about the nature of the relationship. But first, just the current status of your client, because I understand a judge ruled that he has to stay detained. He's in custody right now. Is that true?
Correct. So what happened was the government, after 3 or 4 months of this case and
like I told y'all, this case, this incident happened like 3-4 months ago, like Bradford just said, and it was floating in the air as a rumor that it happened, but nobody knew for sure. It wasn't no concrete evidence. It was said that some of Pooh Shiesty guys was bragging about it on the internet. That's dumb as hell. And now we are here, and it's real facts to the case. Because Gucci and his guys, I don't know if Gucci is in the paperwork, but definitely his guys that he was with that night made statements to the Dallas PD that night. They didn't make statements to the feds, but they made statements to Dallas PD that night. I don't know if that's gonna hold up in court with the feds, because it seemed like Gucci might have reined his crew in and telling them don't be talking to the feds. So right now they don't have no, as of now, as Brad is gonna say, because I watched the video before, that the feds don't really have any statements. So the victims is not putting no statements on Pooh with the feds, but they did have initial statements with Dallas PD state. So we're gonna see what happens.
They never indicted. They actually filed a complaint, which is quite unusual on a high-profile case. Usually on a high-profile case where you're going to do a press release, put it out there, all this information and all these different things that are going on, you usually want to have an indictment in hand, but they had a complaint. A complaint is usually done where they think there's a rush to get it done. You don't see complaints where it's usually 4 months of investigation. So that was unusual. And now that the complaint has been filed and he's being held no bond, now they're now seeking to get an indictment.
Why do you think that is? Was it the idea of
that nigga Pooh Shiesty? You heard what Bradford just said. Bradford Cohen. The nigga Pooh Shiesty ain't got no bond. Like I said, he's on federal probation. If you get caught up on federal probation, you is not getting no bond, my boy. So, like I said, again, in the square game count, we law-abiding citizens. Man, we do the right thing out here in these streets, in these communities, in these societies, man. We trying to make better lives for ourselves. Stay away from the bullshit, because this what it'll get you. No bond in federal prison. Pooh Shiesty had the world at his feet. Woman, status, clout, fame, all that. Bro could have just toured. He didn't even have to do a real tour. He could have. I don't know the stipulation of his contract with Gucci Mane, but he could have. Let's say he had 2 more albums on that, right? He could have did 1 album and toured off of his old shit and the new shit, and collected a couple mil from that just alone. I mean, I ain't gonna say he would have did young NBA YoungBoy tour numbers, but he definitely could have got some chicken for sure. And yeah, man, this shit just crazy, man. How it played out. Pooh, you got to move better, man. He should have litigated with a lawyer and just fulfilled his contract, and then did whatever he wanted to do. Like, I'm pretty sure he got his performance rights on the songs, so he could have collected a crazy bag. He didn't even have to do a real tour. He could have just, he was in Texas, living in Texas. He could have just did shows at clubs in Texas and got a couple mil, like, and lived a good life, bro. Like, you gotta stay humble. That's why you gotta stay humble when you get into those heights. When you get that money, don't let it go to your head. Remember where you came from, bro. Remember the bullshit you went through in Memphis, and the good life you living now, man, and keep elevating. You know, yeah, man, it's just it's a crazy situation. But I'm gonna give y'all updates here and there. I'm gonna kind of wrap it up because, like I said, I did a video earlier about 17 minutes, but the voice mod shit messed up my voice on it. So this just a rehash of the video I just did a couple minutes ago. So I mean, I'm gonna come back at y'all with another one, like the other one, back in, like the racks in, square game in this bitch. Shout out to all the Game Up Squares out there in attendance, and shout out to the squares in attendance trying to get this game. I'm out, y'all. Salute. Be back at y'all with another one.